Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. I'm your girl Keva.
And I'm Adriel.
And based on the title, I'm about to share with y'all how your girl lost a job after only 3 days.
Crazy.
They fired me after 3 days, y'all. 3 days.
Right.
And if you're new to our channel, we want you to pause the video right now and click that subscribe button. And for all of our viewers, new and all alike, we want you to do what?
Smash that like button.
Smash that like button.
Yeah, it helps us out. You know, it pushes our videos forward so it can reach more people. And of course, click that notification bell so you will know
Ding,
when
ding.
we post our videos.
All right, so let's just dive right into this story time. So I think it was, when was it, 2014?
Yeah, I think so.
I actually remember this because it was after Thanksgiving. We had some Trini food. We was giving thanks.
The best food, by the way.
We had Trini food for Thanksgiving in October in Canada. We celebrated in October. And what happened was we were giving thanks because the economy was trash. People were losing their jobs left, right, and center.
Yeah.
So this was on Sunday. Okay? Sunday. And everybody giving thanks. I said, you know what? I really want to just thank God for still having a job despite what's happening around the city. So many people are losing their jobs and blah, blah, blah. You know, thank you, Lord. So that week I went in very optimistic, reading the story of Job from my devotional plan.
Going all out.
All out, all the way out. I think it was a Wednesday. I think it was midweek they let me go. So after work, right, my supervisor came in and she said to me, you know, Keva, can I meet with you for a moment? I'm like, okay. You know, this is like my first job, so I didn't even know that was like a cue to say.
Yeah.
Because you know, they usually let you go at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Right? So I said, okay, yeah, no problem. Had a portfolio and everything, you know. So she opened up the portfolio and she said, you know, we have to make some cuts because of the economy. They were cutting back on staff, and I just happened to be one of them. So I said, you know, it's okay. Thank you so much for this opportunity, for you know, allowing me to work at this company. I appreciated it, and you know, thank you. I left on a positive note, right? So I left that day. I wasn't crying or nothing. I was like, I called my mom and said, you know, I just got let go. And she's like, okay, so what's the next move? And now looking for a job in this climate, you know, it's kind of...
Yeah, it's hard.
It's hard. I told you what happened. And I was like, you know what? I'm not worried. Because like Job,
Come on.
though he slay me, yet I will trust him.
That's right.
The Lord gives and the Lord takes away, but blessed be the name of the Lord. So I was applying for jobs.
Oh, you got severance, by the way.
Yeah, I got a severance package.
Yeah,
right?
So that was good.
That was good. I got a severance package. So, but I started looking for jobs immediately because I, you know, as a hustler, and I got a job in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Now, granted, let's just give a backstory real quick. I was not a permanent resident yet.
Yeah, still had a work permit. And
This is my first job after university.
Yeah.
So, you know, I had to work, then apply for my permanent residency here in Canada. So that was the route I took. So I'm still on my permanent residency. My work permit is expired, but I had already applied for my permanent residency.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So my thing was expiring the next year. Like probably, I think like June or something like that.
Yeah.
So I still had a good amount of time. I didn't explain this to the job when they hired me, because to me, they didn't know that business because I'm legal.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like I don't have to explain nothing. Let me just get this job, and we go from there. Right? So I got the job. They really liked me. I got the job, and it was a 1-year contract. And at this time, because the economy was so bad, a 1-year contract, I could do that.
Yeah, just to carry you by, innit?
Yeah, I
just
could.
for a little while.
Let me just do that for a little while, and then we figure out what to do
how it goes.
after. So, start the job. First day, we got some paperwork in. You know, they wanted my SIN, my social security number, and based on the first digit of the social security, the SIN number, the SIN, they could tell if you're permanent.
Yeah.
Or if you here on temporary status. I think my son with a 9 or something like that. So it was like temporary status, right? So I was like, all right. So they asked me about it. They saw my work permit. And I said, well, it expires next year, like probably like almost 1 to 6 months. But I said I've already applied for my my permanent residency. Like they're processing it, blah, blah, blah. And they said, okay, no problem. After that, it was day 3, and my girl called me into the office, and I just thinking, just more paperwork. And she said, you know, unfortunately, we have to let you go. And because this is before the 90-day probation period, we as a company have a right not to disclose why we are letting you go. But I already know y'all letting me go because of this. Because come on, that's the only y'all like me in the interview. That was the only thing. And I asked, I said, is it because of this?
Yeah.
It's like, you know,
she can't disclose.
Because of the company rules and because we're only allowed, and I remember her name, you know. Anyway, I remember I was like, seriously? Really, sis? Like, all right, whatever. So I call Adriel when I come out when they let me go. I was at a bus stop. I remember this, right by in front of the court. I remember this day, and it was starting to drizzle. This is in November, y'all, so you know. This was in November this happened. So, it's starting to drizzle, and I say, babe. And he thought something happened. You remember this day?
Yeah, I remember. I thought something serious. I mean, yes, it is serious, but I thought something happened. You know, I'm like, what's going on? This and that.
He was my boyfriend at the time. I was like, babe.
Yeah, like, what's going on?
Fire me. He was like, what?
I was in shock. 3 days. Fired after 3 days.
3 days?
When does that even happen? I've never heard that happening before.
I was like, baby. Like, mind you, I was working this other job before remember the story I just said, and I didn't cry. No tear come from my eye. Yeah. And I forget all that hard talk. It was like, I was saying, though he slay me yet, well, I trust him. And God was like, yeah? You sure? You ready for this test I'm about to throw you away?
Mad.
Bruh, I gone home and I holler. You see, they say Jesus wept. Bruh, Keva wept. I cried like someone died. I was like, that cry was coming from my gut. And I was crying for hours.
It was that long? I didn't even know this.
I was crying.
For hours?
I was crying like the whole afternoon. Let me go in the morning. I got home. I was so sad, so upset. Landy was staying by me at this time, and she was like, Keva.
Oh, it was around that time?
She's like, Keva, it's okay. It's okay, Keva. I was listening to a sermon about how sometimes we lean on things as crutches to get us through instead of leaning on God. He said sometimes it might be a job.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, that's true.
Yeah.
And after that encounter, I had to realize that, I need to lean on God. Trust in the Lord with all of your heart.
That's right.
And lean not onto your own understanding. That means I can't lean on myself or how I think stuff's gonna go. Yeah. But lean on God. And boy, let me tell you something. That one right there was a lesson. So I always say, you know what? If I lose my job again, then so that's just too bad, God.
No crying.
No crying. I mean, I haven't lost my job since. The kind of work I do, I'm needed. Yeah. Like I have to do what I do, and thankfully I still had a job. But even if I had lost my job, I was just gonna be like, well, God, this look familiar.
Yeah. Past experience.
What you about to do? Sometimes you be suffering from spiritual amnesia. And trust me, I learned my lesson. So if I was to go through anything like that again, I know that God got me. And during that time, I wasn't working for 2 months. 2 months. And I had to really try God. I was never late for rent.
Yep.
Food was always in my fridge. My bills were always paid.
Come on, testify.
And I still had money. I still had extra money.
Yeah.
So when I tell y'all, I serve a God.
That's right.
I don't serve the universe. My God is the one who made the universe. Hallelujah.
That's right.
Man, listen.
That's right.
Listen to me. If only y'all know. And that's why it's so important for us to test and try God for ourselves, because it says we shall overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. So this is how I know my God is real.
Yeah.
Because this is my testimony, and I saw how he came through for me time and time again. So, you know. And
I just wanted to say, and it doesn't matter what's going on with the economy, that doesn't affect God's provision. Like, and her experience is a testimony. It doesn't matter what's going on in the economy. It doesn't matter who's in government. God sits on his throne, and he's the one taking care of you. So don't forget that.
Don't forget.
No.
Yeah, well, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope it was encouraging to someone, because like I said, yo, this is real life. This isn't no made up story. This is an event that took place in my life. Okay? And every time people say, we always laugh about this story now. We laugh about this now, but back then I could not laugh. If only y'all knew, I was just like a hot mess, but God saw me through. And just be encouraged, folks. Don't give up on God. He will always provide for us. And if you missed on that video that we spoke about on Wednesday about God supplying our needs, please feel free to click it. The link is up here in the description. And let's close out.
Yeah, and if, please share this with someone who may need encouragement. I know many people are going through a rough time right now, and they may need to hear this, and they may need the reminder that, God is still in control. So please share it, and please subscribe, click that like button. Before we leave, we always have to remind you that you are blessed and highly favored.
We're going to see y'all in the next video.